All right, I think we're live. I'm Paul Falardeau, and I'm joined here with Matt Zed, and I'm just going to verify that we are actually live on the website. Hold on one second, guys. Just bear with me. Make sure we're not having any technical issues here.
I'll just check as well.
Yep, it looks like we're live. Excellent, excellent. All right, so before we get started, I just wanted to tell you guys, anyone who's watching us, down below you'll see a place where you can leave a comment or a question. Please ask questions. We really want you to be part of the conversation here. We're here for all of you guys. We want to help you out, and you know, we can't answer your questions if we don't know what you want to ask. So go ahead and enter it in the chat below. I believe you will have to be logged into your Facebook account to add a comment or a question. So just make sure you're logged into Facebook and ask your questions. So I'm gonna let Matt get it started for us. I hope all is well with you, Matt.
Hey Paul, how's it going?
Excellent, excellent, doing great.
Awesome. Yeah, so I just recently as a lot of my subscribers will already know, I've just celebrated being spending 10 wonderful years with my better half, Sylvia. And we just took a long weekend. We went to this beautiful it's a beautiful city called Bath. It's actually a World Heritage Site, and it's just really cool. They got like the Roman baths. There's loads of like old ancient buildings and stuff to look at. We're just chilling out in the spa. They've got this rooftop spa, and Sylvia loves that kind of thing, and I'm not. I don't complain about it. If you know, truth be told. And bear in mind, it's the winter here as well as anywhere else in the northern hemisphere, and it was really cold. But this rooftop spa, you literally you take your gown off, and then you just walk into this real hot tub on the like this rooftop high up in the city of Bath, and it's awesome. And we were watching the sunset because it was about 5 o'clock in the evening when we were doing this. So yeah, we were watching the sunset in this mass. It's not like a small hot tub. It's like a big. It's a big communal bubbling pool. It is, yeah, it's awesome. Real cool experience. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really cool. I saw the picture that you posted on Facebook earlier. I can't remember which city that was, but it's like something you'd see out of a movie here, like the old, I don't know, like an old, almost like Middle Ages type of feel to it, which was
Let
really
me see, as you've mentioned it, let me see if I can just bring it up real quick. Is my screen showing, Paul, or is it still on your screen? Looks like it
um,
might.
whoever's talking, that's who was showing up.
Okay, well I'll give it a go. So you should be able to see the photo.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so basically, this country scene, it was made famous, I think it was in the 80s, a TV commercial advertising bread. So they've got this guy climbing up this hill, really old-fashioned setting. And most people assume it's up in in Yorkshire, northern England, but it's not. This is actually a small town called Shaftesbury. It's actually in the south of England. It's not far where I live. Well, it takes me about an hour to get there from where I live. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. So yeah, because I know Jason Allen chimed in and spoilt the surprise. But yeah, it's Shaftesbury in Dorset. So yeah, so
That
yes.
building on the right of the picture, is that like a church, an old church or something?
From I think it is a church. Yeah.
Because it's funny, where I used to live in Massachusetts, across the street from my house, there was this old church, and the side of the church was similar, very similar design to that.
Cool. Yeah.
So
So I might bring out another picture later on. Um,
cool. I wish I
so
was more.
what have you been up to then, Paul?
Um, really, I've been working on my business some, and my daughter is in Girl Scouts, and it's Girl Scout cookie season here in the United
Awesome.
States. So I've been helping her sell Girl Scout cookies. It's really funny because we just moved to New Mexico back in July, so we don't know a lot of people yet. So I didn't think that she'd be selling too many cookies. And her Girl Scout leader had all the girls come up with a goal of how many cookies they want to sell. She says, "I'm going to sell 100 boxes of cookies." And I'm like, "Keely, there's no way you're going to sell 100 boxes of cookies. We don't know anybody to sell to here." And it's only been like a couple of weeks, and she's sold almost 200 boxes,
Awesome.
which is crazy. And it's funny because I thought most of the orders for the cookies would be coming online because each girl has their own page where they can sell cookies online. So I figured most of the cookies would be sold from family and friends back east,
Yeah.
and it's kind of funny and a little bit sad, but we've only had 3 online orders. The rest of them have been from people here in New Mexico that a lot of them we hardly even know.
Yeah.
Key, well, we've gotten to know a few of our neighbors. Our neighbors have been pretty generous, and my wife Lynn sold some at her work, and Keely took the order form to school with her, and the teachers went nuts. They bought tons of cookies from her. So it's
Awesome.
been a good experience for her.
And I see you've set up an eBay shop.
I have, I've been selling on eBay. It's a hobby. It's certainly not my primary business. It's a hobby. I enjoy doing it. I've been selling on eBay on and off for years, but over the past year, I've gotten a little more serious about it, and so I set up an actual eBay store. There's like a monthly charge to have a store now. That's why I've been kind of holding off. But I have enough products now where I have quite a few categories, and it's filling up. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But it's fun. I cleaned up my office a little bit, but right before the hangout, right over my shoulder on this side of me, there's like a big pile of boxes and packing material. I just wanted to get that out of the way so it wouldn't look too messy. But
Awesome.
it's fun. It's fun. Um, but it's funny you mentioned the spa, like the hut pools or the whatever they're called there in New Mexico. Here we haven't been yet, but there's a lot of places where there's actually hot springs and like natural pools where you can go. And it's we have our moments here where it's cold too, especially up in northern New Mexico in the mountains. There's a lot of snow and cold up there, so it would be kind of interesting to see what those hot springs are about. But we'll get there sooner or later. But um,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I recommend it because this I didn't mention this rooftop spa place. I mean, obviously it's a commercial place, but it actually the water is heated naturally from the natural springs in Bath because that's why the Romans um, going back a couple of thousand years. That's why the Romans built the town, because they discovered, these baths, these spring waters. But I actually, the first time I went to Bath a few years ago, I actually walked around the ancient Roman baths. You're not allowed to bath in those, but I put my hand out and I touched the water, and the actual natural water is really hot, and it's they actually have to cool it down for the actual, for the rooftop spa place. So yeah.
That's pretty interesting. um, yeah, so I mean, other than that, just enjoying our home here. I mean, we've been doing a lot of walking and hiking, and you see the pictures I post. You look out my backyard, and we have the mountain there, and it's this time of year. There's a lot of snow on the top of the mountain, which is really cool looking. And I can't get a good picture from my balcony here in the house, but we actually have like a big panoramic view of mountains, like pretty much all around us. So no matter where we walk and where we hike, the scenery here is it's just amazing. When a lot of people think of New Mexico, they think of like a flat desert, but that's like not at all. There's like a lot of mountains and mesas and buttes and things like that. So it's really cool. It's a real nice place to live.
Yeah,
Nice place to
it
visit.
looks lovely from your pictures.
So
I'll have to come and visit soon.
absolutely, absolutely. So what have you been up to in your business? Um,
Well, funnily enough, I just started I've got a new Calatu blog. Is that how you pronounce it? Calatu?
Kalatu, yeah, yeah.
Calatu. For those that don't know, Empower Network have got they've just relaunched a new blogging platform, and it's WordPress based. So Empower Network are going back to their roots, because that's how they became successful in the first place, based on an awesome, it's a WordPress blog, but it's a blog that's already set up. You don't have to do anything. So yeah, I've just started one, because we've also got access to a special tool called Bloggle. So I'm just checking that out. Bloggle is a tool which allows you to post your Facebook posts to your blog. So it's a pretty cool tool. If you don't blog enough, if you don't have time to blog every day, you can use Bloggle, and it will automatically post for you using the content that you can find on Facebook. So that's pretty neat. Have you got Bloggle going yet, Paul?
Yeah, yeah, and actually, I want to just mention a lot of people don't realize, but most of you guys are on Facebook and you're posting stuff all the time. You're going to various Facebook pages, but I don't know if you realize or not, but the content that you put on Facebook does not get indexed by Google at all. It's very rare. Like certain Facebook pages will get indexed, but not individual posts. So you're putting all that content out there, and it's not getting indexed by Google, and you're not getting any kind of organic traffic or anything. And what Bloggle does is you can choose to use your own posts, or you can actually set it up. In addition to that, you can have it pull content from other public Facebook pages. It has to be public Facebook pages, and it turns them into blog posts on your Kalatu blog, which is very cool. So, and of course, each post does give credit to the original source. So if you're pulling content from a public Facebook page, it will say this is where it's coming from on Facebook. because you don't want to, you want to give credit where credit is due, obviously. But it's really cool, and if a lot of you who are watching are probably already in Empower Network and already have the Klaatu blog, um, and you can actually get Bloggle for free if you're using that. So you can get with me or Matt and ask for our links for that. You can connect with us on Facebook. You see under my video here, paulfalardeau.com. That actually links up to my Facebook page. So if we're not connected yet, you can connect with me there, and either get with Matt or myself with that. It's a really, really interesting tool. It's really cool. It's been in development for a long time, and I know the person who basically built it. I've known him for years and years, and he's all about getting value. So yeah, I would suggest getting Bloggle for sure, especially if you have a Klaatu blog. And if you don't have a Klaatu blog, get with me or Matt on that also. We're happy to help there. We're not here to sell you anything or pitch anything today, but those are some really great tools. The Klaatu blog from Empower Network. Those of you who have been in Empower for a while, you know that they, like Matt mentioned, their roots were based off of a WordPress blog. They customized it a little bit, and they're really getting really, really good search engine results. They were getting indexed really, really well in Google. They had a high Alexa ranking, and then they built their own blogging software, and their heart and their mind and everything was in the right place. But unfortunately, that blogging platform, they lost a lot of SEO juice. Things weren't getting ranked the way they used to. So, Empower Network is always, they're not afraid to say they made a mistake. And so they developed this Klaatu blog, which, like Matt mentioned, is also WordPress based, but you don't have to have any knowledge of WordPress. When you log in, everything is already set up for you. Like Matt said, you just start making posts, and there are video tutorials when you log in that tell you how to get things set up and whatnot. So it's really good, and I am seeing my posts getting ranked in Google again the way they used to be with the original Empower Network blog. So it's definitely a powerful blogging platform if you're interested. So I'm going to throw that out there. Because blogging is a powerful thing. Oh, and that's another thing, Matt. You asked what I've been up to. I told you earlier, but I actually started another separate blog altogether of trending topics and trending videos. So that's been kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's separate. That's not like a business thing. That's more of a personal thing. But it's fun. They had the whole thing about the dress, is it black and blue or white and gold, so I'm going to be posting things like that on that blog. It's with some of my own commentary and opinions and whatnot, so that should be fun. But
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I kind of went off on a tangent when you asked me about Bloggle, but it is a really cool tool, and you can, I suggest you get it, especially if you already have an Empower Network blog, because you can get it for free. I think until March 15th or March 19th or something like that. So
yeah,
reach out to either one of us. We'll be happy to hook you up.
Yeah, let me show you real quick. I can find the right window. I always have loads of tabs open, so I always manage to confuse myself. Ba, ba, ba. But can you see my Klaatu back office?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm not going to spend too much. I'm not going to spend long on this. I just want to show you like what value the Klaatu blog can give you. You've got a 21-day blogging challenge plugin included, and it's really awesome because this alone is gold. Because I don't know about you, Paul, but part of the problem with blogging is I don't know what to write about half the time. You just sat there staring into space, thinking I don't know what to blog about. Well, this will help you. This blogging 21-day blogging challenge, it actually suggests ideas on what to blog about. So that's a really cool feature. Just check, see if I can find the social media. There's a Google Analytics, so you can quickly add in your. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to show it on here. It's probably somewhere, but I don't want to spend too long trying to find it. But when I created my Falardeau blog, I thought it was really cool the way you could just quickly enter in your all your social media accounts. So if
Yeah.
you've got a Twitter account, Facebook, LinkedIn, I think there was something else, Google
It's
Plus.
social media card. I think it's on the menu on the left there, the social media card maybe.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. So as you can see, you can just connect all your social media accounts. You can see that I've already connected them because there's ticks on either side of them. Oh, YouTube. There you go, Paul. So I think that's pretty cool because you connect your YouTube channel up to it. And I'm going to show you my actual blog now. So this is my actual blog. I must be looking at the wrong thing because I can't see. That's right, I have to click on a blog post. Because bear in mind, when people search for your content on your blog, they're not gonna see the front end of your blog. They're gonna find your actual article, your blog post. So they're gonna come across something looking like this. And as you can see, you've got some really cool social media buttons. So if somebody likes, they can just they can easily share your content is going to get spread around all the social media accounts. You've got YouTube, they're the four main ones: Twitter, Facebook. Oh, and there's as you can see, I've got all my YouTube videos. Oh, and that's awesome. All my YouTube videos are on there from my YouTube channel. I haven't had to do any of this. It's done it all for me. And that's why Empower Network became so successful when they first started a couple of years ago. Because nobody knew how to set up their WordPress blog properly. Most people still don't know how to set up a blog, a WordPress blog that's going to make you money or get traffic. And that's what Empower Network does. Yeah, go on, Paul.
I'm going to interrupt you just for a minute there because that's so true. Because like I mentioned, I started up my own trending blog. It's a separate WordPress blog, and I do have a little bit of experience with WordPress, but still, when you're starting a new blog, you still have to set up a lot of stuff, and it's easy to forget certain things. And for someone who doesn't have experience working in blogs, they're not going to get a freshly installed WordPress blog set up properly unless they have help. there's just so many things you need to know. You need certain widgets that you need to install. There's certain plugins you need to install, and most people don't have a clue as to how to get them. In the the Power Network Klaatu blog, everything is right there, and everything is already set up. You just select the options you want, and fill in your information, what your Facebook page is, what your YouTube channel is, your Twitter account, whatever, and it's that easy. And there's the videos too. When you log into your back office, it shows you what you need to do. You're not going to get that with a fresh WordPress install. It's just not going to happen. And
Yeah.
if you're brand new, forget about it. You're going to bang your head against your desk and just get frustrated really quick. So I just wanted to point that out when you mentioned how easy it is to set up compared to a new WordPress, because I just did it just earlier in the week, so I can attest that there's nothing to it. Everything is already in place. You could start right off the bat without setting anything up. Obviously, there's things you're going to want to set up, but it's just so easy.
Yeah. And anyway, I mean, do you want to see a funny picture, Paul? Because England is famous for its pubs.
Uh-huh.
Check this out.
The bridge. Oh, is that like a Hobbit pub or something?
That's a real pub.
Wow.
I mean, it looks like it's about to fall down, doesn't it? It's in an old country town out in the country somewhere. Yeah, Bradford-on-Avon it's called for anyone that's actually in the UK that's watching this. Beautiful place. Yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. And see how like low down the door is.
Yeah,
Next to where I'm standing.
So I asked you if it's like made for a Hobbit or something because it looks so small.
Yeah. And actually, I tell a lie, this isn't a pub anymore. It's a tea room. It's like a cafe where you go specifically to drink tea and eat cakes. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Those old villages in Europe are really cool. You don't get that here in the U.S. for sure.
Yeah. And here's a place that most people will recognise.
Very cool.
Oh, I look quite cold in that picture.
Yeah, you do.
It's quite it was nice, bright sunshine, but it's quite a cold wind because the Stonehenge is actually on a flat plain, and it can be quite windy, and it was particularly cold anyway. So yeah, they were the highlights of my trip.
Yeah, I definitely want to get to Stonehenge sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty cool place. Have you heard this latest announcement? iPass are bringing out a whole new version, Paul.
Yeah, Chris Jones released the video a couple days ago. He doesn't want to call it a launch because he doesn't like that word because there's launches every other day for this and that. So they're just calling it iPass Supercharged, I think. It's a cool video. If you're a member of iPass, a lot of you probably are. If you're not a member of iPass yet, I would suggest it. But if you go to iPassUpdate.com, you'll see the video there. Chris Jones explaining what's going on. So March 11th, they're going to be having an affiliate-only hangout. So if you're interested,
Next week.
if you're interested in jumping on board that, If you're not a member of iPass yet, you definitely do. And the button under our video will actually get you on either my team or Matt's team. So we work together. It's a rotator for us. So if you're not a member of iPass yet, you can click below. But March 11th, they're doing an affiliate-only hangout. They're going to talk about what we need to do as affiliates to get prepared for, they don't want to call it the launch, but basically when they're going to launch the new supercharged iPass 2. So you definitely want to be on board there. And then I think it's March 18th is going to be the public hangout. So you definitely want to position yourself because he didn't get too specific as to what they're doing, but I know whenever Chris Jones and company does something, they do it big. Because when they initially launched iPass 2, a lot of people are making a lot of money with iPass. Since honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I was a little bit skeptical, to tell you the truth, when iPass first came out, and it took me a long time before I actually joined the pre-launch. The iPass 2 pre-launch lasted forever, and I'm like, this thing is never going to go live. And it took me a long time to join, but honestly, following the training in the iPass back office, I'm bringing in new sales nearly every day using the iPass system, and they're going to supercharge it. I can't wait to see what they have to say. I can't wait to see what they're releasing. They're one of the things that he talked about is going to be new front end offers. So even if you're not a pro level, everyone should be, as far as I'm concerned, everyone should be at least pro level in iPass. I'm a black card holder. I'm as high up on the chain as you can be. But you should at least be a pro member to take advantage of
And you were saying you were a little bit skeptical about iPass. I remember when iPass had just launched, and I had I think I had 6 or 7 people in my team before it had even launched, and I said, Paul, I've got a load of people in my team. How many have you got? And you were like, I didn't join. I've just joined.
yeah, and it's funny because looking back now, that's iPass is like my main income stream right now. From inside of iPass, actually to become the pro level in iPass is when you get the Empower Network blog. So it kind of rolls itself up. You kind of go up the ladder and earn more money as you upgrade an Empower Network. But to get the pro level at the very least, you're going to have the Kulatu blog that we had already talked about, and which you can get Bloggle for free if you have the Kulatu blog. So it really just makes sense to become a pro level in iPass. I'm sure some of you guys that are watching now are on my team, and you got on my team because I followed training that was in iPass. So if you guys are following the iPass training, along with some of the trainings that me and Matt do from time to time, there's no reason why that you can't bring people in. And I really can't wait to see what the affiliate only hangout is going to be like, where they kind of announce some more stuff, because we can't get specific because we don't know anything. So as we know stuff, and if you're an affiliate of iPass, you'll get to know that too. But definitely try to become an affiliate of iPass before March 11th. Because like I said, when they do things big. They don't kid around. I mean, this is the real deal. A lot of people are making a lot of money with iPass right now.
just to clarify for everyone, because we're throwing around a lot of names, just in case there's a few people on this call that are saying and thinking, what's iPass? You know, what's that got to do with Empower Network? Well, iPass is an alternative front front door to Empower Network. So if you think if you for some reason if you've got this negative conception of Empower Network, you can use iPass independently. You don't even need to sign up for Empower Network at the beginning. But what we're saying, and while I'm talking about this, you can also sign up to Empower Network, and you don't have to use iPass. They're both independent systems, but if you want the full benefit, you need to be plugged into both. And the key thing, and what I want to share in this friendly, conversation that we're having, Paul, is we've been talking about the new Kalatu blog. For people that want to join iPass, they want to check out the trial for $7, or they've already joined iPass. What we're saying is upgrade to Pro, because if you upgrade to Pro, you get the new Kalatu blog, what we've been talking about, and you get loads of other extra stuff as well, mindset, audio trainings that you can listen to in your car, that's a whole other hangout, I think. The inner circle, in the mindset trainings. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that you can use Empower Network without iPass. You can use iPass without Empower Network, but we recommend you connect to both of them, to get the full benefit.
Yeah, that's good. Clear that up, because they are two separate entities. But when you put them together, it's just so much more powerful. So, yeah, one of the trainings in the iPass back office that you get, Lawrence Tam, which he's a master blogger. Nobody can blog like Lawrence Tam. He does trainings back there just on blogging. So it's a perfect marriage between Empower Network and iPass, but you can keep them separate. There are a lot of people who join iPass and just promote iPass, and that's fine. And iPass is going to be adding more front-end income streams. From what I understand, I don't have the details, but that's kind of what I've read into what's coming up. So it'll be interesting, but it's pretty exciting what's going on, because you know, Matt, that when iPass launched, I mean, a lot of people made a lot of money, and they continue to make a lot of money because, and let me just preface this by saying, just because a lot of people are making a lot of money doesn't mean that you will. It's just standard income disclaimer. But at the same time, a lot of people who never made money before are making money now using iPass. And they really do things right. They hold events. If you're a black card member of iPass, you get into these events. They had an event in Miami. In Miami, they rented out the baseball stadium where the Florida Marlins play, and they had a party there. And the most recent, I didn't go to the most recent one, but did they have it like was it on a yacht or something? They had a big party on a yacht. I think it was on a yacht for all the black card members. I could be wrong about that, but I know they do huge parties every few months. It's pretty exciting. It's fun. It's a a lot of people like to have fun, so they do it up right and they treat their people right, and they put things in place. It's not. I'll say that they don't do things half-assed at all. They do things right. They test and test and test, and they won't release anything until it's perfect. And that's why I'm so excited about what they have coming up soon.
Is your dog okay, Paul?
Oh, yeah, you can hear him. Look, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so while Paul looks after his dog, uh, yeah, just I'm quite excited about this, this iPass relaunching because the bottom line is we're going to make more money. That's the bottom line. There's going to be new sales videos. There's going to be more opportunity to make money on the front end. And when we talk about front end, that means when somebody first signs up, they might, buy something else. So, it makes you extra money. So I'm really excited about that. So there's going to be a members only hangout for iPass next week. So me and Paul will know a bit more detail about what's going on. So that's next week. There's going to be another hangout, and then the following week, so in 2 weeks' time, that's when iPass supercharges, as they're calling it. It's not a relaunch, but they're supercharging. So if you're already making money with iPass, you're going to be making even more with this new supercharged version. So I'm really excited about that. Is your dog all right, Paul?
Yeah, he's fine. The thing is, this is Fenway, by the way.
Hey, Fenway.
Fenway is a little guy, but he likes to think that he's a big guy.
Oh.
And when he's downstairs by himself, he'll just sit at the window and bark at birds and whatnot. Yeah, he's fine.
Yes, I was just talking about this new supercharged version of iPass. So there's a new members hangout next week, and then in a couple of weeks, Paul, that's when the supercharged version is actually available for everyone.
Yeah, I can't wait. And we'll talk offline, but after these two hangouts, 2 webinars, maybe we should get together and have a webinar of our own to kind of regurgitate what they said. But by all means, everyone here should try to get on those hangouts. There's going to be a lot of information and important information. So.
Yeah, definitely. This is iPassupdate.com or something like that.
iPassupdate.com. That's where you can watch the announcement that Chris Jones did. Was it 2 days ago? And for you guys that don't know, Chris Jones is the co-founder of iPass, and he basically runs a show there. He's the man behind the scenes. Well, actually, more than just behind the scenes. He's the face of iPass, pretty much. Well, there are a lot of people that work on iPass, but I think he's like the head guy, and for good reason. He really puts his heart into everything.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think that's a good time to end this hangout, Paul. You got any more thoughts?
Yeah, just before we go, I'm going to be sending an email to my teams, and maybe you can do the same, Matt. And I'll also add a comment in here after for people who come by and watch the video after. I'll put in a link to my Facebook and to your Facebook, and I'll create a rotator between me and you for Bloggle too, for anyone who wants to get Bloggle. And of course, to join our iPass teams, can just click on the yellow button below the video.
And for those I don't think we've mentioned, you can use Blogger independently of Empower Network. But the reason why we're encouraging you to hook into Empower Network is because if you've got a Falardeau blog, I'm still struggling to say that, Paul. Yeah, if you've got the new Empower Network blog, then Blogger becomes free. It's free to use. You just got to plug into it. But if you're not interested in joining Empower Network, you can still use Blogger with your own WordPress blog. So I just wanted to point that out as well.
Yeah, and the thing also with Bloggle, it should be a no-brainer if you're going to use Bloggle to use it with Falardeau because you get it for free. But there's also an affiliate program attached to Bloggle. You're automatically become an affiliate. And for people who don't want to use it with Falardeau, you'll earn commissions for people who actually pay for Bloggle. So that's another cool feature there. And it's a good way, if you have people who are interested in Bloggle, it's a good way to get them involved in Empower Network and into the Falardeau blog as well, because they can get Bloggle for free if they have the Empower Network blog. So it's a good system.
Yeah. All right, and Paul, I think you're running the Hangout tonight, so you can end.
Okay, all right, cool. It was good hanging out with you, Matt, as always, and I want to thank everyone for coming out. This is being recorded, so if you're not watching live, hopefully you're watching the recording. We appreciate you guys, and if you have any questions for us at all, just reach out to us on Facebook. I'll put, like I said, I'll put the links in after I close the Hangout down. I'll put our links below the video here. So yeah, thank you, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Awesome. See you again.